Hi, I'm Deanna.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're the Floyds, and welcome to episode 3 of Life Altering Perspective. Today, we're going to talk about how exposure to different perspectives, to different experiences has the power to shape you and transform you into someone you could have never believed that you would become. I know that I've had a lot of different exposures that have really helped elevate me in my career. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, a lot of exposures that's really shaped my perspective. Whether it's exposure in the professional realm with my job or exposure in the personal realm of moving, getting married, all of those things really shape my perspective. But first you have to be exposed to those things before your perspective, a real true perspective, can be formed.
And the reason that I decided to talk about this topic today is because I truly believe that at any point in your life, no matter what you're doing, what you've done in your past, you have the opportunity to excel forward, not just move forward or elevate, to really excel forward if you are willing to shift your mindset. And Brandon, what's one exposure that you've had professionally that has completely reshaped how you think about yourself and what is truly possible?
Yeah, one experience I had this past year in 2024, I had the opportunity to go on my first abroad trip to Guatemala. So we actually went to Shayla, and in Shayla, it's really night and day when it comes to comparing it to America. So really you experience multiple things. One of those things being we went to a midwife's house, and at that midwife's house, there's a concrete floor as soon as you walk in. There's no wall separating the bedrooms. The kitchen is in the bedroom is in the kitchen. The storage closet and the closet is out in the open. So you have all of these things, and she told us a very powerful story before we left. And she said the night before we had got there, that exact day before we had got there, that night, she actually had to deliver a baby in the room that we were all sitting in on her bed, right? So imagine that, you delivering a baby on your bed because you're the midwife, and you having to clean up and get everything organized with no running water, right? A few hours before your guest gets there. And that's just mind-boggling, and it really shaped my perspective, but just being exposed to things like that.
But that's exactly right, though. Like going on that trip and having an experience that you would not have been able to experience unless you did it. And I think that's a point, kind of really point number one that I want you guys to take home, is that having these experiences helps shape who you are and how you think. And it's important to expose yourself to more experiences like that. One experience that I had was professionally. In college, I was kind of mediocre. I didn't really feel like things were just clicking for me. Me and Brandon actually met in college. We were both athletes, Catawba College. And we had a new professor that joined the program. And she really instilled the belief that if you work hard and are intentional about the things that you do, that you can really become someone new. You can elevate your thinking. You can become exceptional. And she really helped me rethink who I could be and who I could become, and really instilled a sense of belief that I didn't know I had in myself, and exposed me to new perspectives, which was a snowball effect of how I think now. And I'm just so grateful that there are people in this world who want to continue to pour into other individuals and help them shift their perspectives and their exposure to understand that they can become anyone that they want in this world.
Yep, that's exactly right.
So Brandon just shared his perspective or an exposure experience that he had. I shared my perspective, and it's just really interesting to hear both of these stories, because both of them have shaped us or continue to shape us, but they're completely different experiences.
Yeah, but the common denominator, and why we have this session here today, I really believe, is that exposure, because we were both exposed to something new, something that was unfamiliar with us. It helped shape our perspective in a positive way. So If you don't take anything else out of both of the stories that were shared in the past 2-3 minutes, it's that exposure leads to perspective, the right perspective to be exact. So I'll see you all on next week's episode.